Claudia, welcome back to my channel. And so you could say that a phone means basically nothing to you, but in my case, this one has impacted my life quite a bit because of its innovative perspective. And so I will share with you what I found amazing and also what I felt needs a bit of improvement in the Nothing Phone 1. I am quite ashamed to say this, but I did underestimate the battery life. At first, I thought it would last me around 5 hours, but when I did the day in the life review, it really changed my views because in that video, I was using the phone from AM to PM by watching movies, playing quite a few high quality games, while also using the phone's cellular on the outside and Wi-Fi on the inside. And bear in mind, the phone also has 5G, and that tends to drain the battery a lot more. And so out of all of these things, the battery did last around 6 hours, so it was quite on a similar level to the iPhone mini. So I really can't say anything bad about the battery as far as I was using it. I'm not sure how the battery efficiency might go down in the long run. It is also quite a handy phone, so it did slide in my pocket very easily because of its size and just the measurements itself. You don't feel like a big phone is in your pocket and it's just dragging you down with its weight, so it was lightweight. And you know, I have to give a lot of credits for you could use the LED lights to use as like a low level flash, just like this one. Obviously not the same size, but something similar, to give you sort of an idea why I loved it, because I love these things. So it was really useful, and I feel like that's a really cool feature to have around when you're out in the night time, especially with your friends. You're in the cinema and you just want to take a nice selfie without having the really bright flash in your eyes. And you can also use this feature in the daylight. So when I was taking portrait modes, the photos turned out way nicer because my face was kind of more glowy and you could see my eyes better and things like that. So it's definitely a really good plus for me. I did use the LED lights with the notifications and with the ringtones, and it was quite fun, but I didn't have the sound switched on, and I feel like that was like also how it comes together. It would be quite a cool idea if they did like a setting where you can switch on the sound after a certain time, because then it would be really great, because then it could mean that I could use the sound with the phone. You can also adjust the setting of the brightness of the LED lights, so if you didn't want it to be that noticeable, you can switch it off, you can tone it down a bit, or if you want to be as flashy as you want, you can have it turned up all the way. And you can also set a ringtone pattern to your contacts. However, the notifications stay the same, so you don't know what notification is what just from the lights if you had the phone turned the other way. So it is a cool feature, but it's not very practical for me, in my opinion. So in terms of connectivity, phone was able to catch some 5G, surprisingly. I did notice a few times that the cellular data has changed from 4G to 5G, so it was like a good reoccurrence, even though my area specifically does not have 5G availability everywhere. So it was efficient enough on this phone, but the phone also didn't overheat using 5G, so that's also a good sign, and that means the phone is capable. And I did forget to mention, the phone also has dual SIM cards available, so if you like having two phone numbers. I also like the Nothing OS style. I did like the fact that they put in a lot of effort to change things from an Android features such as the alarm clock and the voice recorder. So that was also a very nice touch. The Nothing phone has stepped out of the Android system a little bit and showed like their own personality. Now here comes the things that should be a little bit improved, and it is to do with the camera. Sad to say, but the camera wasn't just there for me because the shutter speed was delayed, so whenever I tried to take a photo, it was slightly took a bit of a longer time than usual after you press the button to take a photo. And you do have to be really still for the photos to make sure it catches it in its full sharpness, and if you move slightly, the camera kind of captured it from when you moved. To continue with the camera into the social media, things like Instagram posts and Snapchat, quality photos on there wasn't so great either. When I did post a photo on Instagram and saw it on the phone, it looked like a really great quality. It had lots of vibrance and things, but I wasn't too sure if that's because of the OLED screen making all those colors and making the photo vibrant. So when I looked onto another device like my MacBook or my iPhone, I could see that the photo quality wasn't there with the vibrance and things. And you can also have a look at the photo and video quality on my day in the life review if you wanted to get a closer look. But I was quite happy that they did keep some of the older features like the fingerprint reader. So you did get a face identification, you did get a pin lock, 3 choices to pick from. I don't think the face identification is that accurate because when I was setting it up, it wasn't like sophisticated as Face ID from iPhones, but I did much prefer the fingerprint reader. And also while you're in the dark, the face identification wouldn't work, so it was just easier to use your fingerprint scan anyway. And I did kind of miss using it, so I was just taking advantage. And overall, I was just thinking, would I be able to fully transfer onto the Nothing phone? And I think the answer is no, because they don't have all the supporting apps that I would need, such as AirDrop, iMessage, FaceTime. They only have like the Google supported features, and so I feel like it's more time consuming, or it's not as easy as the Apple ecosystem. For me, I overuse the AirDrop feature. So with my friends or anything, if I do want to share a photo with them, or if they took photos of me and they want to just quickly pop them over to me, because I'm quite an impatient person with my photos, I just want to look at them straight away. So I don't want them to send them to me later, like I want them right now. But I do see a potential. They haven't done anything like that yet. I know I didn't cover all of the things that maybe you wanted to hear, so if you have any more questions, do let me know in the comments. I will be happy to reply as soon as possible. I know sometimes I take quite a long time to respond, but I will try my best. And also, to sum up, I feel like the phone is great because it has some of like the pro-like features, like the Tesla feature, which I can't use, but you know, some lucky people might be able to use it once it's set up. And also it has the wireless charging, so it does have quite a lot of impressive features that you wouldn't expect in a price range like this. And I don't think that is all for the Nothing phone, because there's always continuous improvements, continuous updates. Since I had the phone till now, there was about 4 updates, and they were also outlined very nicely for you to see what changes they've done. Like you could see they are working really hard for this to make the phone a lot better while you still have it and don't regret buying it. But I do know one thing for certain, I do want to get a phone case that is similar to the back of the Nothing phone. Like, I just find that design so nice and just so aesthetic. Hopefully there'll be one in the UK. I know they have dropped one in America. And yeah, I think that is everything I wanted to cover. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!